So turn to Genesis chapter 1 and in verse 9. I'm going to show you that the sun, moon, and stars are within the firmament. We are not spinning around them. We are not, just hurtling through space and they're everywhere. No, they're all within the firmament. Look in verse 9, it said, God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place. Remind you, there was waters below the heaven and above the heaven. Be gathered into one place and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth. And then the gathering together of the waters called he seas, and God saw that it was good. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. So when your earth is spinning continually and you're seeing the same exact stars, and I don't know how that's possible in their theory, the reason that God created stars and the sun and the moon was for signs and for seasons. And the sun was given to give heat on the earth, and the moon was given for a light by night. Look in verse 15. He said, let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights. So the moon is a great light. People assume, who's heard that the landing on the moon was faked? Has anybody heard that? Most people actually believe that, but they still believe in the sphere Earth. The reason the moon landing was faked is because you can't land on a light. It's not possible. That's why turn to page number 4 in your packet. Page number 4 in your packet is a picture of, turn to page number, wait for it, 6. Page number 6, there should be numbers on it. You see the blue sky? You see the moon? This is the page you're trying to look for. See the blue sky? And then you see the moon? If the moon had a shade on it, that would be black. You wouldn't be able to see blue sky behind it.
Right.
That's a fake when they show you the moon in space. This is what the moon really looks like. It's a light. It's not something you can land on. That's why you can see through it. Because it's a light, and God has given it to have different seasons. So, when he calls it a new moon, he means the light is fully shining. But when it's lesser moons, it's not shining as much. That's why you can see blue sky behind the moon, because it's in the firmament. It's in the sky. It's within our own enclosed system.
Right.
If this was the shade of the sun, this would have to be black, because that's what a shadow is.
Exactly.
Black. So you're in Genesis chapter 1. It says he created two great lights. The greater light, the sun, to rule the day. The lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament. I don't know how many times he can say it, but he said it at least 3 times so far. In the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. So reasons for the sun and the moon to give light upon the earth. And to rule. And in verse 18 it says, to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Turn to Mark chapter 13. I'm going to prove to you without a shadow of a doubt that the moon is a light and not a terrestrial plane that you can land on. Because mind you, when it was land, God called it earth. He would have said a light and an earth. Because when it was land, he called it earth. But he's calling it a light. Look in Mark chapter 13 and verse 24. And it says, in those days, after the tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. The moon's own light. If the moon was giving the light from the sun, it would be the sun's light. It's her own light. Open up to page number 5 in your packet. This is a literal picture from NASA that they released to the public. And in their fake CGI imaging right here, you can see that they're taking this picture from behind their false moon and their false world. And the sun is shining on the earth, but it forgot to shine on the moon. It forgot right here. There's no sun here. There's no light here. This was released to the public. There would be light here if the sun was behind it. This should be illuminated. It's darkened because it's fake. And the moon's a light. So turn to Revelation chapter 21. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 23. Revelation 21:23 reads, "And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof." So why would it mention the moon as a light if it wasn't giving it off its own light? You wouldn't need that extra wording there. It doesn't make sense. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 41. We're going to look at verse 41. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 41, it says, "There is one glory of the sun." It's talking about the light shining from it. It's talking about the light given off of it. And that's why it describes the glory of God. It's talking about light. "There's one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon." Moon, own light. Own light, another glory. Not the same glory. And then it says also, and another glory of the stars. So the stars also have their own light. For one star different from another star in glory. So different brightnesses, different lights. Ezekiel chapter 32. And mind you, if the moon is a light and not a plane, everything you've ever been told is a lie.